Welcome. Today we're diving into a common relationship challenge, the fading spark in long term partnerships. When relationships first begin, passion burns bright and intense. But over time, many couples find that initial fire dimming. It's completely normal for passion to evolve as your relationship matures. This doesn't mean something is wrong, it's a natural part of long term love. The important thing to remember is that while the spark may fade, it doesn't have to disappear completely. Understanding the psychological factors behind this change helps us approach it constructively rather than with concern. Throughout this program, we'll explore practical, actionable strategies that can help you reconnect and reignite that flame. Research shows most couples experience a noticeable decrease in passion after the first 1 to 2.5 years together. But with awareness, understanding, and the right approach, passion can absolutely be renewed and maintained in the long term. Attraction in relationships isn't static, it evolves over time in meaningful ways. In the beginning of relationships, attraction often focuses on surface attributes. As relationships deepen over time, our attraction shifts toward qualities that reflect our partner's character and how they make us feel. This evolution from surface level attraction to deeper appreciation is natural and strengthens the foundation of lasting relationships. Understanding this shift helps couples appreciate how their connection deepens beyond initial attraction. What initially draws us to someone may not be what ultimately keeps us connected. Couples who recognize and embrace this evolution tend to develop stronger, more resilient bonds based on true compatibility. The honeymoon phase refers to that intense period of desire at the beginning of a relationship. This heightened state of passion and excitement typically lasts between 1 to 2.5 years. During this time, our brains are flooded with chemicals like dopamine and norepinephrine, creating feelings of euphoria and excitement. As time passes, this initial intensity naturally begins to decrease. The passionate high gives way to a more stable form of love. While this fading intensity is common, it's important to recognize that it doesn't happen to everyone in the same way. Interestingly, research has found that some couples maintain high levels of desire and passion for decades, though they are in the minority. For most relationships, the initial intensity simply isn't sustainable long term. This doesn't mean the relationship is failing, but rather evolving. The transition from the honeymoon phase to a mature relationship represents not a loss, but a transformation of connection. Recognizing this natural evolution helps set realistic expectations for long-term relationships, allowing couples to embrace each phase of their journey together. Is the fading spark in your long-term relationship normal? Yes, it's completely normal for passion to fade in long-term relationships. Many couples experience this natural evolution and even question whether it's time to end the relationship. According to relationship research, it's perfectly normal for long-term love to feel like it's flaming out, and for couples to question their relationship during these periods. You're definitely not alone. Studies show most couples experience passion decline after 1 to 2.5 years together. In fact, 8 in 10 long-term couples report periods of diminished passion. This is part of the natural evolution of a relationship, not a sign of failure. Recognizing this normalcy is the first step to addressing it. Most couples can successfully rekindle their passion with the right approach. Understanding that fading passion is normal allows us to approach solutions with confidence rather than fear. Desire is much more than just sexual attraction. It encompasses vitality, curiosity, and the energy we bring to ourselves and our relationships. Vitality refers to our life force and enthusiasm that keeps us feeling alive and engaged. Curiosity drives us to explore, learn, and remain interested in our partner and the world around us. Energy is what we invest in our relationships, bringing vitality and enthusiasm to our interactions. When we examine the connection between our personal vitality and our relationships, we discover that our individual spark directly affects the passion in our relationships. When we lose our individual spark, becoming less vital and curious, the passion in our relationship inevitably dims as well. But by rekindling our personal vitality and curiosity, we can reignite the passion in our relationships. Desire is rooted in longing, wanting something that isn't entirely ours. This longing creates a sense of anticipation and excitement that fuels desire. Rekindling desire involves seeing your partner with fresh eyes and remembering their independent existence. Maintaining your individuality is essential. When we merge completely with our partner, we lose the sense of mystery that fuels desire. Here are some practical ways to maintain your individuality within a relationship. By maintaining your individuality, you create the conditions for desire to flourish in your relationship. Remember, the dance between closeness and separateness creates the space where desire can thrive. The power of imagination in relationships is deeply connected to how our brains process anticipation and desire. Our brain contains a reward system that responds powerfully to anticipation and imagination. When we anticipate pleasurable experiences with our partner, this system activates, releasing neurochemicals that fuel desire. Using your imagination in a relationship can take many forms. Daydreaming about your partner, sending anticipatory messages, creating mental scenarios, and planning future experiences all tap into this powerful neurological response. The neuroscience is fascinating. Anticipation triggers dopamine release in the same neural circuits activated when first falling in love. This creates a pleasurable emotional state that reinforces desire. Remember, fantasizing or viewing your partner with renewed curiosity isn't just fun. It's actually leveraging your brain's natural chemistry to strengthen your connection. Don't be afraid to use your imagination. Novelty is dopamine's best friend when it comes to maintaining passion in long-term relationships. When we experience new things, our brains flood with powerful neurotransmitters like dopamine and norepinephrine. These chemicals activate the same reward center in our brain that lights up when we first fall in love. This is why introducing novelty into your relationship can reignite passion and excitement between partners. There are countless ways to bring novelty into your relationship. Try taking a cooking class together, planning a trip somewhere new, learning to dance, trying an adrenaline activity, or exploring a new hobby or sport. The key is simply doing something different together that creates shared excitement and builds new memories. These novel experiences can help reignite the neurochemical spark that makes relationships feel fresh and exciting. Passion in relationships often fades when couples gradually shift their priorities. In the beginning of a relationship, couples naturally prioritize spending time together. Over time, other priorities like work, children, and personal interests can begin to take precedence. Often without realizing it, couples gradually place their relationship on the back burner. The metaphor of putting a relationship on the back burner is particularly apt. Just as food on a back burner receives less attention and heat, relationships that aren't prioritized can cool and become less satisfying. When relationships take a back seat, several consequences often follow. The good news is that with conscious effort, couples can reprioritize their relationship. One effective approach is to deliberately schedule quality time together, marking it on your calendar just as you would any other important commitment. Remember, maintaining a strong relationship requires intentional effort and prioritization. By making your relationship a front burner priority, you can prevent passion from fading and maintain a deeper connection. Maintaining separateness may seem counterintuitive in a committed relationship, but it's actually key to sustained attraction. While emotional closeness is crucial, preserving some separateness between partners helps sustain desire and attraction over time. Think of it as a delicate dance between intimacy and autonomy. Too much togetherness can actually diminish attraction. Healthy separateness offers several benefits. It maintains mystery and curiosity, creates space for longing, reduces codependency, and keeps conversation fresh. There are practical ways to maintain healthy separateness. Pursue individual hobbies, maintain separate friendships, take occasional solo trips, and respect each other's alone time. The goal is to find a balance where you maintain individual identities while sharing a meaningful connection. Complete fusion, where individuality disappears, can actually diminish attraction. As relationship therapist Esther Perel notes, sustained desire requires some space between self and other. Finding the right balance between togetherness and separateness is essential for maintaining attraction in long-term relationships. Focus on behaviors. Actions speak louder than feelings in long-term relationships. In any relationship, feelings naturally fluctuate over time. The initial passion can fade, and emotions may ebb and flow. However, behaviors are what truly sustain a relationship. Consistent actions build the foundation for lasting connection. Feelings naturally rise and fall throughout a relationship. This is completely normal and expected. But consistent, positive behaviors maintain connection even during emotional low points. Importantly, deliberately engaging in loving actions can actually reignite feelings that have gone dormant. What specific behaviors should you focus on? Here are some powerful relationship building actions. Daily expressions of appreciation, physical affection, even when not in the mood, active listening without distractions, prioritizing quality time together, and small acts of service and kindness. Remember this simple wisdom: do what you did at the beginning of the relationship, and there won't be an end. Positive psychology in relationships examines how partners can elevate each other. Emerging research shows that healthy relationships aren't just about avoiding negative interactions, but actively building positive ones. The first key principle is actively celebrating your partner's successes, which research shows can be more important than support during tough times. The second principle involves supporting your partner's personal growth and development, helping them become their best self. The third principle focuses on constructively sharing in each other's joy and positive experiences, which strengthens your emotional bond. When partners focus on positive psychology principles, they experience numerous benefits. First, relationship satisfaction significantly increases as both partners feel valued and appreciated. Second, shared positive experiences create greater intimacy and emotional connection. Third, each individual's well-being improves through mutual support and encouragement. Finally, couples develop more resilience during challenging times by building on their positive foundation. Let's explore some practical strategies for applying positive psychology in your relationship. Active constructive responding involves showing genuine enthusiasm when your partner shares good news, which strengthens your bond. Strength spotting means identifying and acknowledging your partner's unique qualities and talents. A regular gratitude practice of expressing appreciation for specific actions creates a positive atmosphere. Finally, growth conversations allow you to discuss personal goals and support each other's journey towards self-improvement. By incorporating positive psychology principles, couples can transform their relationship dynamic from simply coexisting to actively helping each other thrive. One of the most effective ways to rekindle passion is to embrace novelty together. When couples experience new things together, it stimulates dopamine production in the brain. This is the same neurochemical that creates the euphoric feelings during the honeymoon phase of a relationship. There are many ways to introduce novelty. You might learn a new sport together, challenging yourselves physically and mentally. Travel to new destinations creates shared adventures and memories that bond you in unique ways. Taking a class together allows you to grow and learn as a couple, whether it's cooking, dancing, or a creative pursuit. What makes these activities effective is that they create new neural connections associated with your relationship, reinforcing your bond. Practical tip number 4: prioritize quality time, free from distractions. Quality time means dedicating moments when you and your partner give each other undivided attention. Modern relationships are often undermined by constant distractions that pull partners apart. By removing these distractions, couples can rebuild their connection and deepen their intimacy. Here are some practical strategies to create distraction free quality time with your partner. First, schedule regular device free time slots. Mark them on your calendar like any other important appointment. Second, create a dedicated space in your home that's free from electronics where you can focus solely on each other. Third, establish a no phones at dinner rule to ensure mealtime conversations aren't interrupted. Fourth, set your phone to do not disturb mode during quality time to prevent notifications from stealing your attention. When you consistently prioritize distraction free quality time, you'll experience numerous benefits in your relationship. These include deeper conversations, stronger emotional connection, increased relationship satisfaction, and rekindled intimacy. Remember, the quality of your attention determines the quality of your connection. Make time for what truly matters. Let's explore our fifth practical tip for rekindling passion: boosting physical affection in your daily routine. Physical touch is one of the most powerful ways to maintain intimacy and connection with your partner. Regular physical affection offers numerous benefits beyond just feeling good in the moment. It reduces stress hormones, increases feelings of security, strengthens your emotional bond, and significantly improves overall relationship satisfaction. There are many simple ways to incorporate more physical affection into your daily routine. There are several key moments throughout the day that are perfect opportunities for meaningful physical connection. Make it a habit to connect through touch during morning greetings, when leaving or returning home, before sleep, during stressful moments, and even while simply relaxing together. The quality of your touch matters just as much as the frequency. Be fully present when touching your partner. Communicate your preferences, vary your approach, and pay attention to how your partner responds. When couples drift apart, a lack of physical connection is often part of the problem. Regular, affectionate touch can help bridge emotional distance and maintain your connection, even during challenging times in your relationship. Your challenge is to intentionally add at least 5 meaningful moments of physical affection to your daily routine. Remember, these small gestures of connection add up to create a significantly more intimate and satisfying relationship. Plan date nights regularly to reconnect with your partner and reignite the spark in your relationship. Regular date nights are dedicated time to focus solely on each other, away from daily distractions. Aim for consistency by scheduling weekly or bi-weekly date nights. Mark them on your calendar and treat them as important appointments. Alternate between trying new activities and revisiting favorites. This creates both novelty and nostalgia in your relationship. Date nights strengthen your emotional connection, create shared memories, break monotonous routines, and demonstrate that you prioritize your relationship. To make date nights a reality, schedule them in advance, take turns planning, protect the time from cancellations, and start small if needed. Remember, making date nights a priority isn't just about having fun. It's an investment in the long-term health and passion of your relationship. Surprising your partner with small, thoughtful gestures is a powerful way to maintain connection in a long-term relationship. These small gestures show your partner that you're thinking of them and appreciate them, even after years together. Something as simple as leaving a love note can create a moment of surprise and connection. Bringing home their favorite treat or snack shows that you notice what brings them joy. Offering to take care of a chore they dislike demonstrates care through action. These small gestures matter because they show thoughtfulness and create moments of joy in everyday life. They maintain connection and demonstrate appreciation, strengthening your bond over time. The beauty of small gestures is that they don't require grand planning or expense, just attention and care for your partner's happiness. The spark in long-term relationships naturally fades over time, but this doesn't mean it has to disappear forever. By understanding the psychology behind why passion fades, we've discovered that it's a normal part of relationship evolution. The practical strategies we've explored give you concrete tools to actively reignite intimacy and desire. Remember these key takeaways: seek novelty together, maintain open communication, and never underestimate the power of small gestures. With intention and consistent effort, the flame of passion in your relationship can burn brighter than ever before. Thank you for joining us on this journey to understanding how to maintain passion in long term relationships.